prepaid check-in in 2 minutes or less. This next step here, although it's not required, it's very helpful in accomplishing this, is to confirm the reservation by pre-calling the guest. You can verify the room type, the ETA, and if they're traveling with any pets. This will allow you to add a pet fee up front before they get there, note the account of their estimated time of arrival, and assign a pet-friendly or non-pet-friendly room before they get there. By confirming the reservation this way, it also catches booking errors, incorrect location bookings, incorrect dates, number of guests, goes on and on. The things you'll catch by pre-calling these guests. You can also pre-inform the guest of any pet fees or additional guest fees, anything that might apply. Of course, when the guest gets there, go ahead and welcome them. How you doing today? Welcome. How you doing today? We want to be efficient. We don't want to make them feel like they're being herded like cattle. The next question should be, do you have a reservation? This immediately informs you if they're a walk-in or if they have a pre-reserved room. I hear a lot of people ask, are you checking in? Well, of course they're checking in, or they wouldn't be walking through the front door of a hotel. Your next question, I need to see your ID, please. This will allow you to immediately get to work checking them in. If a guest wants to fumble around with confirmation papers or emails, that's okay. Be kind, but be using their ID to confirm the reservation details. Click on the guest name in the guest board. The first thing you need to do right off the bat is right here in the middle under stay information, this rate plan. It's going to tell you if the reservation is prepaid or if it's a suppressed rate, if it's already been paid up front, or if it's a regular reservation that you need to take the payment for. Right here under rate plan, if it's a prepaid, it's going to say suppressed right here. And this one under source, that tells you who booked it. It'll usually say Expedia or third party there. It says property. So that means that we booked that, or this room was booked at that hotel, wherever they're at. This room was booked at that hotel. So if it says property here, or if it says walk-in here, that means that one of the agents at your hotel or you booked this room. Next thing we need to do is confirm the guest information off of that ID you have. You want to make sure that the name matches. That's whose ID you're holding, and you didn't click on the wrong reservation. Then go under this name over here on the left, go to view full profile. You can also enroll the guest here by clicking enroll. And all you need is their name, their address, their telephone number, and an email address. And you can enroll them if they're not already enrolled, and get your front desk rewards points and get you a free night stay. Anyway, check on view full profile. Enter the guest information, their name, their address, their telephone number. Remember, on the address, just enter the street address, then enter the zip code and hit tab, and it'll automatically highlight the it'll automatically enter the city and state without you having to do it, which makes it a lot faster. And it's going to show you if they're a reward customer. It'll show their status and all that information. But view guest profile, that'll get you in there to look at everything, enter in there, make sure the name's right, enter in their phone number, put in their address down here, then put in the zip code, hit tab. And after you do all this, you're going to have to hit save. If you don't hit save inside this screen, then it's just going to dump everything you just did. So make sure you hit save here. Next thing we're going to do is assign a room. That's going to be right down here under room information, middle of the page, right below the guest information. We just looked at up top. Room information out here to the side, it's going to say assign. Click on assign. That's going to take you inside where it lists the room by type. and then click on this. It changes. Sometimes sometimes with updates, you'll click on this clean vacant out here, and it'll open it up and select the room. Sometimes you have to highlight it and go down here and hit select. Just depends on the update. It's changed, and it probably will continue to change. But select a pet friendly or non pet friendly room, whichever one you need, and either click on the part that's a link or highlight it and hit select. That is going to assign the room, and you'll see right here under room number, it'll pick that room. Next thing you do is real simple. Just go to check in. You don't need to do anything else. Once you verify the customer information, once you assign a room, go up here to the upper right corner, this green tab, and hit check in. Once you hit check in, it's going to bring up this box here. You can confirm the payment type here. If you need to change that, you can also select another card type if they decide they want to use a different card than what they booked their room with. By hitting debit right here in the middle, that's going to take the payment up front. You don't need to go into the folio and take the payment or any of that. Just select debit right here. And of course, select your terminal. Some places have terminal 1, terminal 2, and hit send a payment device. Once you select debit and hit send a payment device, the tap option is about 20 seconds faster than the chip option. So what I'll do is I'll simply point at that little speaker light or wherever that is that they're supposed to tap that card, and I'll ask them to lay their card on that light. If you ask them to tap it, you're going to 9 times out of 10 you're going to get errors with that tap. I'm not quite sure even why they call it tap. By asking the guest to lay their card on that speaker light, wherever it is on that machine, it's going to take their payment in about 1 second. And then after it takes the payment, make sure you select debit so it takes the payment up front, of course. Once it takes the payment, it's going to generate the receipt page. Once it generates that receipt page, you want to go ahead and hit print. Once it reads their card, it's going to generate this receipt page. And this actually generated the res card page on this particular example. What it's going to do is it's going to generate a receipt page after it reads that card. Go ahead and hit print on that receipt page. And the way we do it at our hotel, we go to pages and then select odd. And that's going to give them, it's going to print out our copy of their receipt. And they can come and get their copy of the receipt in the morning if they want it. But we just print out the odd one right here on pages on the receipt and hit print. Whenever that finishes printing, you're going to have tabs across the top up here. Close that tab. That is the receipt tab. The one that you just printed, close that tab. And whenever you close that tab, this registration card is going to be behind that. Go ahead and hit print on the res card. And whenever you get the res card and the receipt, while they are filling out the res card and receipt, go ahead and hit complete check-in right here. But while they're filling out that res card and that receipt, you can be making their key. And by the time you get through making their key, they should be, if they have any questions or anything about the res card, of course, help them out and verify that they initialed everything, verify that they signed the receipt, take that paperwork, and hold on to that key. Just lay it in front of you. Don't necessarily wave it in front of them. But this is where you let them know about your amenities. Let them know about the breakfast time. Let them know about the Wi-Fi password. Let them know where the luggage carts are. Let them know where the gym is if your GM wants to do that. Let them know where the pool is, what the hours are, all that. While laying that card there in front of you, because as soon as you hand them that card, they're done listening. 9 times out of 10, they're going to walk away, and it's going to make you seem rude to keep talking. So just hang on to that card, run through your amenities as quick as you can and be polite, and then hand the guest their card, and that's that. With a little bit of practice, you guys, and And these tips here, prayerfully, you guys will be checking people in 2 minutes or less in no time. Have a great day.